Hi everybody, Sanbonani. Welcome to my channel. Happy Tuesday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to my channel. And on this channel, sikhuluma reality TV shows, celebrities, kanye YouTubers. If it is your first time joining me today and you really like my content, do not forget to press the subscribe button. Langezansi if you are on YouTube, and if you are on Twitter and Facebook. Do not forget to follow me over there and also like the page, you guys. We have a few stories to get through today. I only have 30 minutes, so I think guaranteed I'll be able to get through 3 stories. I do have more, but we can do them later on, you guys. So we're going to talk about Sonia Mbele getting in a fight with somebody at some club about a man. At first, you guys, when I heard this story, I was like, there is no way that Sonia Mbele is fighting for a man. But then I was like, you remember the Mbele story when it first came out that she is dating somebody's man and the man was married and she wanted to be in polygamy. And we were like, there is no way that that is true. And then the woman came with receipts. Okay. So even with this story, I'm like, hey, the receipts are coming. There is no way that these people got into a fight at a club with many people there and there's no video. Somebody has a video somewhere and they're trying to sell it to some blogs. Okay. So soon we are going to get the evidence. Okay. So I'm not going to put my money on Sonia not getting into this fight. I think it most likely did happen, you guys. And then we're going to talk about MaMzobe going back to Umkoka because it had already been announced that she was leaving Umkoka, but apparently she is back, you guys, because the viewers complained about that change. They wanted her back. They didn't want her to be replaced. There had been reports that Baby Cele was going to replace her on Umkoka, Baby Cele from Uzalo, but people wanted her. Apparently, she is back. So it means that they are actually listening to our viewers. What the viewers want is what the viewers will get, you guys. Another story that I wanted to do, let me see. I think I just closed it by mistake. Okay, it's here. It's Bongile Man, it's Bongile, the NSFAS student. Remember the student that had lots of money deposited into her account and she spent that money. And then, she was going to court because, of course, they had opened a criminal case against her. She was charged. So finally, she was sentenced, you guys. So we are going to find out what the sentence was. Okay. Amukelang, good morning. Kosipas, good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate that so much. Okay, so let's start with stories MaMzobe. What's happening with MaMzobe? If you do watch, you guys, MaMzobe is one of the main characters of Umkoka. The case is Dalango 8 o'clock on Mzansi Magic. It says MaMzobe makes a comeback. Oh, let me share it so you can see the story. I don't believe that, you guys, she was as in, I don't believe that there were episodes where she didn't shoot, because yesterday she was on screen. I watched a little bit of Umkoka. So I don't know if she had actually left, or they had made an announcement and they had plans for her to leave, or she had left, because they're talking about her coming back as if, she had already been replaced. Maybe they had shot some episodes and we just hadn't seen them as the viewers. So this is what they are saying about MaMzobe. They're saying fans of the popular TV series Umkoka the Case will be thrilled to see the return of their favorite character, MaMzobe. The actress behind the character, Udeli Malinga, has made a comeback to the show, much to the delight of the viewers. MaMzobe, a no-nonsense matriarch, has been a fan favorite since the show inception, and her absence in the recent episodes has left many fans wondering where she had gone. Okay. I must not watch Umkoka a lot then, because I didn't miss MaMzobe. The episodes that I watched, because I don't watch every single episode. Sometimes I miss some. The episodes that I watched, she was there. Even last night, she was there, you guys. So I guess there were some episodes where she wasn't there. And they had previously made an announcement that she is leaving the show, and she had complained about the treatment on the show. Sources who spoke to Zimoja confirmed that the channel demanded her return to the show. The source said even though producers thought they could continue the show without her, the big bosses at the channel did not want to take the risk of losing ratings as the show is currently doing well. I think so. I think it was a right decision, you guys. I think the channel obviously knows, they know that people view that show mainly for MaMzobe and for her drama and all of the storylines that relate to her. So they knew that they were going to be risking it if they were getting rid of her. Okay. Mnet head of channel MaMzobe confirmed that they had a meeting with the former generations actress. We discussed the issue with her, but I'm not sure what she has decided yet. I do hope, you guys, that they did offer her more money. In fact, I do hope that they offered her lots and lots of money because she deserves it. Malinga was an integral part of the show's success and captivated audiences with her larger-than-life personality. According to the source, she is the glue that keeps the viewers watching. Definitely, I watch for MaMzobe, you guys. I care about that storyline more than any other. Her following is amazing because of her talent and the way she brought the character to life. She is in a league of her own. The source also said that the money was one of the main reasons why she left in the first place. She was not getting what she thought she deserved. But now that she renegotiated, it is going to be a different game at the source. Okay, so it sounds like they did talk about money, maybe possibly paying her more to come back to the show. I love it for her, you guys. And at least now they know that they need her. Because sometimes I feel like in the entertainment space in South Africa, they act like, even when you are really, really good, but they act like they don't really need you on these shows. They can easily get rid of you. They can easily replace you. They can easily write off the character and just move on with the show. So I'm glad that in this instance, you guys, they did listen to what the viewers were saying about the show and how the viewers were not happy with the potential or the possibilities of MaMzobe leaving the show. I love that she is back, you guys. So now we're going to get on to this next story, you guys. This is a student who had NSFAS like any other student, NSFAS that used to be TEFSA for us that studied long time ago. And obviously students get allowances from NSFAS every month, like for living expenses, which is not a lot of money, but it makes a difference to a lot of students that come from needy backgrounds where, parents sometimes can't send allowances to students while they are studying. So it helps the students a lot. So what had happened with the student is that she had received money that, not even close to the allowance that she was supposed to get. Okay, she got this money in her bank account and she started spending it, okay, because she did not understand why she got so much money, but she was happy to get the money and started spending the money. By the time that they caught on at NSFAS that somebody had made an error and deposited that much money in one student's account, the student had already spent around 800,000 rands of that money, just on parties, the weaves, whatever, and then you guys, she got arrested and she was charged because, of course, the view was she did steal that money. How come are you using the money that you know very well is not yours, you guys? My issue with that story had always been that there is somebody at NSFAS offices or whoever is paying the allowances. There's somebody at the office that pressed those many zeros that they were not supposed to press and actually made a payment. In a lot of places, I do work in the finance department too, you guys. And the process to make a payment, it passes so many people that approve payment before it gets to that last person that actually presses pay. So the process is usually not just as simple as just one person. There are other people that approve the payment to go through. So for it to happen, and then she is charged, but we never had anything about anybody being held accountable on the NSFAS side, the office, okay, who processed that payment. How come that person was not arrested, Mona, for making that payment? Okay, or what punishment did they get for making that payment, you guys? So obviously we're going to talk about now what's happening with Usbongile now, because she has been sentenced, you guys. It says here, Sbongile Mani, who stole over 800,000 NSFAS money to serve her sentence outside of prison. Of course, you guys, I know a lot of people will argue the point of, is she was it stealing if the money is in your bank account? Okay, if the money came into your bank account, was it stealing, or did somebody give it to you? Okay, and I mean, technically, guys, it is stealing because it's not your money. You know that there is a mistake somewhere, you guys. But I do think that what she did, a lot of people would have done, which would be just spend the money, because maybe you are thinking nobody's going to pick it up, that this money is missing. The only thing that I felt that she wasn't wise about is how she spent the money. She didn't do anything, significant, with that money. Maybe every day she was thinking that they were going to catch on to the fact that she had received this money. Spoken a man, a Walter Sisulu student who was convicted of stealing 800,000 from NSFAS after the money was mistakenly deposited into her student account, has been spared some jail time. At least, you guys, she's not going to be going to prison, but obviously she's going to have a record now. Mani, who was only entitled to 1,400 rand monthly food allowance, received 14 million from the student scheme in 2017. Okay, so obviously this person, whoever was processing this payment, just typed in, just extra zeros when they were making this payment. The accounting student blew over 800,000 in 73 days between the 1st of June and 17 August 2017. That's another thing, you guys, that people are talking about, was that, listen, 14 million rands was deposited into the student's account. If you think about it, 800 out of 14 million, it means they basically got most of the money that was deposited into her account back. Okay, so people are feeling like the punishment shouldn't be that bad, really. Okay, the accounting student blew over 800,000 in 73 days. What, 73 days? Three months? No, almost, or 2.5 months. Between the 1st of June and 17 August 2017. Last year, East London Regional Court heard that as soon as she realized that there was more than 1,400 in her Intelimali account, she spent 20,000 on prohibited items such as alcohol and cigarettes. Okay, she went on a splurge on expensive waves, iPhone 7 cell phone for herself and her friends, and designer clothes, handbag, toys, electrical appliances, bedding, toys again, and expensive alcohol. Listen, you guys, I do feel like if you are young and you get that kind of money, because I know I've thought to myself, if only she gave the money to her family, maybe at least now she's getting punished for, maybe she built her grandmother a house, or she built her mother a house quickly with that money. Then, now she's going to take the punishment. At least she did things that were just like useless. Okay, but at the same time, I feel like if you are a student and you were not expecting that this big amount of money is going to come into your account, you are going to do stupid things, because maybe you are just, hi guys, I sing a new before my bambi man, I sing in my weave before my bambi. I sing on my iPhones, had it been a long, maybe if the money stayed with her for a long time, then maybe she would have ended up thinking, listen, let me do something big with this money before they catch me. Okay, I don't know. How she was thinking that 14 million rands was going to go missing and nobody was going to see that it went missing. The mother of two even attended the Durban July event with her friends dressed in designer clothes. I do wonder, you guys, if she did do anything for her kids, okay, since she's the mother of two. By the time the mistake was noticed by Intelimali, an independent service provider that was responsible for paying out funds to the students at WSU, she had already spent 800,000 at different shops in Gauteng and the Eastern Cape, you guys. So obviously a staff member for Intelimali was supposed to also be held accountable, you guys. I don't understand that on the side of management. How come they didn't at least hold someone accountable for that? The Daily Dispatch reports that Mani successfully appealed her 5-year sentence, which was wholly suspended. She was then sentenced to 3 years of correctional supervision on condition that she is not convicted of similar offenses. The court also ordered her to attend counseling and also perform 576 hours of community service. She is also not allowed to leave Komani, her hometown, without the Department of Correctional Services approval, you guys. I do think, you guys, that this is the best that could happen. You know, it's unfortunate that she is going to have a record. And of course, she's going to have to spend time now doing the community service. But I'm hoping that she will still be able to make something of her life, and that the lessons that she's supposed to learn from this, she has learned, and she won't make, well, it's unlikely that she would ever have 14 million deposited in her account by mistake. Just saying that hopefully she gets the lessons that she was supposed to get from this whole thing. At least she's not going to prison. Okay. Other people have said that sometimes getting a suspended sentence is more difficult because apparently you have to go and sign at the police station on a daily basis. Also, you have to work all of these hours that they're asking you to work. I still feel like it's better than going to prison. Okay. If you are still able to sleep at home, you know, at your mother's house or your grandmother's house, that is much better than spending time in prison. No, Nwabisa, hello, morning, Tandos. Sbongile was used as a distraction. I suspect corruption on the matter. It's possible, you guys, that, you know, like with money laundering, they would say that with money laundering, sometimes you will randomly just get an amount deposited into your bank account and you're like, oh, I have a lot of money. And then maybe like a few weeks will pass and then you will get, you know, a call from this person. I want to say Nigerian. Nigerian. You would get a call from this person and say, yes, ma'am, you know, you have this amount of money. Maybe they deposited 100,000 into your bank account, and they were like, no, we need that money. That's our money. Please make arrangements to transfer this amount of money. Maybe they deposited 100,000. They say, you know, transfer for us 80,000 into this bank account, or withdraw for us and give it to us in cash, and then leave 20,000 is yours, you know. And sometimes it's not like you volunteer to participate in that corruption, but once it's in your bank account, you know, the temptation, they're like, no, you can keep 20,000, just give us 80,000, you know. Sometimes that's how they launder money. So it could have been the same situation where maybe they were going to contact, I'm just wondering why they ended up not contacting her if they deposited it intentionally into a bank account, hoping that somehow they were going to get it to where they wanted it to go eventually, you know. But I don't know, you guys. I mean, I guess in South Africa anything is possible. Anything is possible, you guys. I just feel like, you know, for a young person, guys, I feel like for me, if money is deposited into my bank account, even though the intention will be to spend it, I think I will just go to the bank and say, listen, I don't know what's happening with this bank, because to have to deal with that later on when it's discovered that this was a mistake, it's another headache, you know. So, but this was a young person, a student, and probably when she told her friends, listen, they were like, let's spend it. Nobody's around you advising you to be like, no, this might not be a good idea. Go and report it. So I never know. You never know. It might have been like that. It might have been corruption. Halagasha within better late than never. Milano, thank you so much for being here. Dogolisa SKK, morning. Eliza, good morning. Justice system. Justice system, you guys. And to think, in South Africa, we have so much corruption. How many people have stolen so many millions, and we never really see their cases even go to a point where people are sentenced. Sometimes a lot of the times they're never even charged. You know, there will be some investigation that goes on for a long time. And the NIU, you know, they will be saying the NIU is investigating, but it never gets to a point where a person is charged, and it will be like a significant amount, even worse than this amount. So, you know, sometimes being just an average person in South Africa is more difficult than, you know, being known like a celebrity. I mean, how many celebrities we've been told that they are possibly being investigated because they possibly, you know, are corrupt and using some money that they're not using, supposed to use in a corrupt way. How many just between last year and this year? But has anybody gone to prison? Has anybody been charged? No. That's how life works in South Africa. Tiny, Tiny Hat Debe, good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. So that's what's happening with Spongile. I do think, you guys, honestly, for me, it's better than going to prison. It would have been nice if she was found not guilty. But it's not, it's not the worst thing to not have to go to prison. Okay. But for her as an individual, I hope that she has learned the lessons, that she doesn't get caught up, because a lot of people are saying, no, she wasn't wrong with spending that money. If somebody deposits the money in your account, what are you supposed to do? She doesn't get caught in that, because as an individual, you have to learn for yourself. Okay. Like, honestly, if you're being honest with yourself, were you supposed to spend that money? Okay, what was the lesson for you? I mean, if you come across money and it's not yours, find out who it belongs to, because honestly, you might get in trouble for something that you didn't even do. That girl did not press the pay button to deposit the money in her own bank account. She did not do that. Someone else did. But you can get to trouble even for things that you didn't really voluntarily participate in. The money was just in your bank account, and you went and bought some weave and alcohol and went to Durban, July. I hope she bought her children some clothes or something. Anyway, you guys, let's talk about this fight. Sonia Mbele got into a fight with some other girl at a club, fighting over a man. Okay. But then they are also saying that this girl that got into a fight with Sonia Mbele is also a side chick to a man. So I don't know if it's a battle of the side chicks, because then if this girl is a side chick, so what is Sonia Mbele to this man if this man is married? Okay. And then, like I said, you guys, earlier on, I mean, under normal circumstances, we will be coming here being like, no, this Sonia Mbele, woman of integrity. She's a classy woman. She will never do that. But we have learned, you guys, we have learned. Ethel Mbale taught us, but hey, even these classy ones, sometimes they do some shady stuff. When it's shady stuff when it comes to dealing with men, they will deal sometimes with married men. So this is what they're saying with this story, Sonia Mbele. It says Sonia Mbele and Ayanda Mazibuko's epic fist fight over a man shakes Johannesburg nightclub. Okay. I can attest to never ever I have never in my life gotten into a fist fight over a man. Okay. If you are in the same position, congratulations to you. That is not something to fight about. You must not fight over in order. Unless they attack you, then you have to defend yourself. But guys, not for a man. The altercation reportedly began when Ayanda accused Sonia of dating her man, who is alleged to be a married man's side chick. Tempers flared, and the situation quickly escalated into a full blown brawl. Listen, you guys, if you are a side chick, guess it's Oma Kwapeni. I mean, nobody has a Kwapel lot. We know. If we kwapa, then there's another one. Nobody has just one kwapa. There's another one. So why is this girl having a problem? Okay, if you are a roll on, usually when you have a roll on and it's about to finish, you usually have another one full, ready to be open when the other one is finished. So what is she complaining about? If you are a side chick, what are you fighting for? I'm the main side chick. I don't get it, you guys. Former generation star Sonia Mbele is no stranger to controversy, as she has once again found herself in the midst of a scandal. This time, it involves a heated fist fight with a socialite Ayanda Mazibuko over a man named Zamo Shabalala at Saints Club in Johannesburg. And the altercation reportedly began when Ayanda accused Sonia of dating her man. But he's not your man, too. He is your man, but he's also Sonia's man, and he's also the wife's man, who is alleged to be married, to be a married man's side chick. Tempers flared, and the situation quickly escalated into a full-blown brawl. According to the post shared by popular gossip page Buzzy B, the fight was so intense that both ladies ended up yanking each other's wigs off and rolling on the floor. Guys, you mean to tell me that Sonia Mbele and this girl here got into a fight, in public? Because I mean, the club is like a public place. And there was the wigs went off and they were like rolling on the floor, and nobody has a video. They must stop playing with us. We need a video. Witnesses claim that the fight was ratchet and ghetto, drawing the attention of the elite sensing patrons. As news of the fight spread, fans took to social media to express their opinion. Some criticized Sonia for her behavior, calling her out for a fight over a man. Others questioned the lack of video evidence, suggesting that the fight may have been exaggerated or even fabricated. Okay. One fan says, this post is useless without the video. I think it's useless too. But someone else commented, but Sonia is too old for clubs. Please, but Sonia is not too old for clubs. This thing with people with age. Hey, Linda, and for you guys to get to your 40s, and lock yourself in the house and do nothing. Nah. I want to say it. I'll be 60 then. If you look back about two, like, she is too old for this. When you are 40, are you going to do nothing? Are you going to do nothing at 40? While the accident has certainly caused a stir, it's important to remember that we only have one side of the story. Without concrete evidence, it's difficult to determine the truth behind the altercation. But who was telling the story, though? Was it the people watching the fight, or was it one of them, you guys? So, yeah, so they got into a fight, I guess. Listen, I know that people are saying Sonia Mbele should not have got into a fight. I think it depends, you guys. There's no way that someone is going to attack, even if I mean, I'm swearing right now that I will never ever fight over a man, okay? But if you came and slapped me, then it's on, okay? Or came and punched me, then it's on. Whether it's about a man or a cat or a dog or a snake, but if you came and slapped me or kicked me or whatever, it's on. Okay. So I guess it depends how the fight started. If she was defending herself, then definitely. But we'll never know. Maybe she did start the fight herself. But what I don't understand is why the two ladies will be fighting over a man that is married. He's probably at home having a very nice, warm dinner with his wife, and you guys are fighting. Okay. It doesn't even make sense. So this is a post that was made by BSA. Okay. So it says here, weeks on the floor. Uyanda confronted Sonia, accusing her of dating her man, who's also a side chick too. The two fought ratchetly in front of the elite sensing patrons. I guess they're saying the same thing that's in the other article. We just wonder, how will they stand each other going forward, since they rock at the same places? Sonia is yet again caught with Ben 10. Maybe they were friends or something, and then the other one is feeling betrayed, because what is this? Okay. First it was Falaz, now Zamo. The two ladies have been contacted for comment, and we will wait for their response. Okay. Chances are they're not going to respond. Okay. So people are saying Sonia Mbele is acting childish. I had Uyanda confronted Sonia, accusing her. Okay, that's the same thing. I hate it when they write these articles and they keep repeating the same thing. And these were people's comments. Okay. Someone added, but why is Sonia's age a thing? Almost every comment here is about age. I also don't understand why it's about age. Okay. Unless she's the one that started the fight, then it could be like, you're too old to be doing that. But if she defended herself, what was she supposed to do? In this era of smartphones where people record everything, they failed to record this fight, or this might be a lie. Okay. I feel like also we must have a video somewhere. Okay. I think someone has a video, even if it's not like from the phones, from the security cameras at the club. Somebody has the footage of what went on that day, so that we can watch for ourselves and decide who is wrong and who is right. We have a right to do that. Okay. We have a right to do that. Anyway, you guys, I mean, even if it was their man, even if you were married to a man at a club, you get there, you're fighting. These people are not worth it. These people are not worth it. The men, no, they're not. Kuze umuntu onekhwapha linye, we are led and learning okuninzi apha. Yes, listen, when someone has a side chick, it's most like you're not the only one. Why would you kill yourself? Why? Why would you kill yourself and think you're the only side chick? Kwapa, there's another one. Then there's a roll on through. So you must be ready because you are going to fight a lot if you want to be a fighter for a man. Anyway, you guys, that's all the stories that I wanted to talk about. Let me just do this thing. Why is this thing going darker? Because I wanted to mention, Kelina of Deep City passed away. And I know that people were saying different things about how she passed, but this is what they're saying in this one article. I want to read just these few lines here about what happened to her. It says the actress complained about the headache before she passed away. This was revealed by her uncle, Augustine Biana. Okay, so people had reported that she had died after a short illness, but there were people, I think I saw it on Twitter and TikTok, where people are saying it wasn't sickness, she wasn't sick, but it was an accident. And I feel like from this they are confirming that it was illness. Okay, she was sick, she had complained of a headache, and then she passed away, which makes sense, why they said that it was after a short illness. So definitely it wasn't an accident like people were speculating. Okay, I think here they also are talking about when the memorial service will be, which will be on the 8th of November, which will be tomorrow, and then the funeral will be on Saturday on the 11th of November in Motong in Limpopo. Okay, so yes, you guys, anyway, thank you so much for watching this live. Don't forget to like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ginitanda kakulu.